Welcome to this great express introduction, and today, organisational and planning skills. We will be covering work preferences, procrastination, a way to get things done, and 4 different approaches to organising and planning. The benefits. Finding different ways of organising and planning activities will significantly speed up your delivery and improve your and your team's effectiveness. Work and communication preferences. I covered this topic in an earlier video on effective communication. You'll find the link down below in the comments. The same communication and working preferences apply just as much to the way that we like to organise and plan our work. First, the creative brain, very artistic, intuitive, big picture thinking. Second, the logical brain, very fact-based, clear numbers. The procedural brain, planning, organised, process-driven. And finally, the interpersonal brain, people, emotion and feelings. And each of these preferences have a natural way of planning their work. Now, we can't talk about getting things done without talking about procrastination, the biggest factor that stops us getting things done. You can imagine 2 monkeys sitting on each shoulder. The first, the procrastination monkey, the second, the panic monkey. Now, the procrastination monkey constantly whispers in your ears that, you don't need to do that action, it's not so important, it can wait, there are more fun or priority things to do. The panic monkey is normally very quiet until there is an immediate danger of you running late on your deliverables. Then the panic monkey kicks into action and starts screaming to get on with it. Recognizing when you are procrastinating is the first step to learning how to balance the procrastination and the panic monkeys. There are many different methods for tackling procrastination. Maybe I'll cover that in a future video. How to. In the 1950s, one of the fathers of quality assurance, Edward Deming, came up with a simple cycle for getting things done and improving things. It's known as plan, do, check and act. First, plan. Plan the action that needs to be done. Second, do. Execute the planned action. Third, check, review the results. And fourth, act. Take action to improve the actions the next time around. This cycle has been built in as a principle into the Agile methodology, and you can see a video on that. We'll put the link in the description below. And now 4 different approaches to organising and planning. And let's start with the most natural planning preference of all, the procedural preference, and the most common project plan known as the Gantt Chart, or also known sometimes as waterfall. A Gantt chart first of all describes the actions and the sub-actions listed down. Second, it identifies the responsible person to deliver that action. And thirdly, it determines the time frame over which that action should be completed. The Gantt chart or diagram then shows all of the actions, the responsibilities, and then a bar showing the length of time against a calendar or something similar, so that at a glance you can see what will be delivered when. Next, we'll look at an approach for the logical preference. Here we can use force field analysis. Again, we list the actions, and then second, we look at the potential constraints, and then third, we look at the potential enablers. Constraints are those things that might slow us down to complete that activity. Enablers are those things that can accelerate the delivery and completion of those activities. This can be super useful when you have limited amount of time or resources to get things done. Now let's take a look at an approach for the creative preference, the mind map. It's a visual representation of information and can show how things are connected together. Start with a central theme and then work outwards with various topics in ever increasing levels of detail. There are many useful online tools available for creating mind maps that will also, at a click of the button, convert that mind map into a project plan and a Gantt chart. And I personally find this the best way to create detailed project plans by first brainstorming and creating a mind map and then converting it into a project plan. Finally, let's take a look at an approach for the interpersonal preference. Value-based planning, linking all of the actions to the values and the people involved. Starting with values. What values are we delivering towards? Second, standards. What are the ethical and quality standards and accountability that we need to meet? Third, goals. What are the desired outcomes we require? And fourth, knowledge. Who are the right people with the right knowledge to get the action done effectively, and who can we involve in collaboration? In summary, for organisational and planning skills, first, consider your monkeys, procrastination versus panic. Second, a way to get things done, plan, do, check, act. And third, choose a method that works for your preference. Gantt charts, mind maps, force field analysis, and value-based planning. And that was an express introduction to organisational and planning skills. Thank you very much for watching.